Hello, welcome. It is super dark in here, but it is supposed to pour at some point today. I'm dropping my dogs off at the groomers, so they're back there losing their minds. They're fine, I promise. Ironically, on one of their adoption papers, it said he was great in the car. He is the worst in the car, but that's okay. Everyone has their thing. Right now, we are going to have sort of a little bookish day. The plan is to drop the dogs off at the groomers, get a pedicure. I have a book with me that I'll be reading, and then maybe do a little bit of book shopping. I am less than a week out from my due date, so this is sort of like a one last bookish hurrah before I have a tiny baby taking up all my time again. So I figured I'd bring y'all along with me. But let's get going, because if I wait 5 more seconds, I'm pretty sure these dogs are going to lose their mind. And I will catch you up on the book and why I picked it in a little bit. Ironically, the dog who is good in cars just jumped completely into the front seat before I dropped him off at the groomers. I don't know what possessed that person to say he was good in cars. He is not. I mean, we would have taken him home anyway, so it's fine. But the things people write down. All right, so what I have for reading today is 7 Year Slip by Ashley Poston. It's been on my list for a while. It's been on my bookcase for a while, and I just decided that today I was really in the mood to read it. So I'm very excited about it. I feel like this is a really good I'm getting a pedicure book. Very, very excited for a pedicure. If anyone's ever been 9 months pregnant, I'm literally at the point where it's like nothing, even my maternity clothes feel too small. And my feet are just swollen. So I'm very excited to get a nice pedicure. I still have a few minutes before the salon opens. I'm just going to sit here and read a little bit, and then I will catch up with you at the bookshop. I'm assuming you can hear the rain. I literally just pulled into Half Price Books and it started monsooning. So I think we're going to sit in the car and read for a moment, and hopefully it clears up, because I didn't bring a raincoat. And I'm wearing flip-flops because of my pedicure. And I will fall. The chances of me falling are pretty high without all the odds stacked against me, so I guess we'll wait. The good news is 7 Year Slip is really, really good so far. I'm about 70 pages in. I read about 70 pages while I was getting my pedicure, and I'm obsessed with it. I love it. It has been a great, just relaxing read. I think today is me realizing I don't actually like half-price books. I think this is more of an adventure that you do when you don't have a big belly in your way, and sitting down and standing up literally does not raise your heart rate. Kind of bummed. Not really the bookish excursion I was hoping for today, but I really do think this is the second time now that I've gone to Half Price Books in the last few months and just been kind of about it. I think it's twofold. I think part of it is all of the old books, they know what they have, right? They know what they have, and they have to make a profit. I totally understand that, and I love that there's a bookshop for used books. I love that. I'm not hating on a used bookshop at all. For me personally, I think that I'm bad at shopping at Half Price Books. I think that's what it is. Instead of saying I don't like it, I'm just bad at shopping there, because I've just found that I couldn't focus on anything that was in there. So I don't even really know what they had. All of their children's books are on 2 shelves on the ground, which makes sense because it's for kids to look at. But I physically could not get down there and look at them. So it was really hard for me to go through and see what all of those books were. So I did get a couple of things, not super interesting. Number 1, Paddington on DVD. This has been a favorite at our house, and we've rented it quite a few times, so it just makes sense at this point just to purchase it. And then I did get 2 children's books. So Tommy DePaula, we're big Tommy DePaula fans. The Knight and the Dragon, which I read through and I thought it was very cute. And then The Baby Sister, which is pretty fitting. So then for myself, I have a really hard time buying books for myself, I think. All the classics that are on my list this year, I know they're at my library or they're free online. So it felt kind of silly to buy a $3 paperback when my whole goal is to read them and then buy a nice copy. So I'd rather just read the free version online or read the free version from my library and go from there. So we'll see. We'll see where the rest of the weekend takes us. Maybe I'll go to the library tomorrow and we'll do some like stocking up on books before the baby comes, so I have some books to read like on my nightstand for late night feedings. Maybe that's a good idea. Maybe we'll do that instead versus this. This was not my best showing. I will catch up with you probably tomorrow. All right, so let's talk about what I am putting together over here. So after sort of that fail at Half Price Books, decided to just go to the library and kind of pull together from the library and from my shelves some things I know I'll want to read late nights. What I'm really trying to avoid is scrolling at like 2 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the morning, because you're just up all night when you have a new baby. That's just how it is. But I don't want to be scrolling. So basically, I just put this little box together. I already had it. So I have things like my stiff read, my moderate read that I'm currently working through, my Bible, just anything that like maybe I might want to read that I know I'm already reading. And then inside the box, I put a few books that I think will be fun reads and things that I will look forward to reading when I'm up late at night. I did talk about this already, but I got a reading lamp for Christmas, which I'm obsessed with. And so I think that will really help when it comes to reading in the wee hours of the morning. So first one is Wild Dark Shore. I've wanted to read this one for a while, and it's actually our book club book this month, so I'm super, super excited for that. I usually have really good experiences with books that have that Reese sticker of approval on the cover, so I'm very excited about it. Then I have Emily Wilde's Compendium of Lost Tales. I read the first 2 Emily Wilde books, and I love these books. They always put a smile on my face. I love the banter between the characters. I always have a fantastic time reading them. And then I have Jane Austen's Sense and Sensibility. Would you believe it? I've read Pride and Prejudice probably 5 times, but I have never read anything else by Jane Austen. So I figured this would be a great opportunity to do so. I'm also currently making my way through the Narnia series because I've never read it before. So the next one on my list is The Horse and His Boy. I'm reading these in the publication order, not the order that they come in. I just finished The Silver Chair a few weeks ago, so I'm really excited to read this one as well. And finally, I picked up the only PJ Woodhouse that my library had. I don't know a lot about PJ Woodhouse, but I do know that every time someone talks about him, they always say his reads are so enjoyable, so I thought it would be a really good one as well to have. I'm actually really excited about this little basket that I've made here. It's kind of nice just to have everything in one spot, but then to also have options for books that I know that I want to read that are on my TBR, and so I'm not just doom scrolling. If you've made it this long, I appreciate you coming along on my book experience, my Half Price Books failure, and my redemption box here of things that I want to read postpartum. I'll keep you updated with what I end up reading and how that goes, and I will see you next time. Cheers!